Hello, Messerschmitt. This is Nate Dogg.
J-Dog.
Coming at you with a war recap and some highlight videos of some recent wars and highlight some of the great attacks we had, which led us to our victory, and we had one defeat, but that's okay. We had a lot of really good attacks worth highlighting in that. So this is the war that we won against the Clan Master. And the first attack I want to highlight is the attack by Omai on base number 28. And what I like about this is just such a perfect lure and kill of the clan castle troops. So here, lures them over in the corner, drops a ton of archers, a few wizards. And then if you see what I like, what he did here is after those wizards took care of the clan castle troops, he dropped his giants in front of it. That way the wizards didn't just get taken out by that archer tower there, and saved all those wizards and archers. That's great thinking. It's the perfect entry after a lure by the clan castle troops by Omai. And then after everything's distracted, sneaks the wall breakers up there. Got plenty of wizards up behind this. And this is just going to be absolute annihilation. We'll skip through here. He gets dropping the hill. He's got his wizards on the outside, and that's going to help his giants as they're going around have a little help on the outside. And then he drops some of the other wizards up here to help clear a path. That way they can get right in there and help these giants. Now, Clan Castle Hogs may have been another good choice there. They would have been able to hop over and help out with the giants there. But overall, the start to your attacks are so critical. The deployment, getting the troops and funneling those giants inside that base was key. And that's what happens in the good attacks. You usually have a great deployment. And then there's a lot of leeway once it gets going on what happens and how it turns out. So it's always good to start one off great. Great job by Omai there. Now we're going to go to MCAT here on number 23. Now, if you look and see here, this is a pretty stout Town Hall 8. And MCAT is just a Town Hall 8. Now, it is really hard for a base to take out a max Town Hall of another base. It's something we got to strive to do. This was not the first attack by MCAT. This was the second attack. The first attack was on a lower base that he also got. She also got 3 stars on. So here, this is a hog, more of a hog attack with some Valks. So this is a little variation on the Mass Valk. Mass Valk is kind of getting phased out. Not very many clans are using Mass Valks anymore. They're using Valks to help with the kill squad and then trying to pair other sets of troops with it. In this case, we're going to use Hogs. Now, one thing to note, if you look down here, there's just a lot of clutter down here on the bottom left side of this base. And the danger that if you tried to run Valks on this, is that there's just so much. You'd launch the Valks and they just run around the outside and all get shot down by the time they met around in the back to try to come in. So Hogs here was a better choice. And you'll see here 8 minions and 4 archers, and that's going to help to try to take out some of this clutter on the outside to keep those Valks in the base and to help to funnel them in correctly. So here come that Clan Castle troops. We got a poison. We got some other stuff coming on. I'll slow it down just a little bit so we can see. So as you can see here, right about there, most of that's gone. And so that's great to try to get the troops up into the base. So you got to clear that outside clutter. Don't be afraid to take some minions and archers to clear that stuff out. It'll pay off in the long run. If your Valks are circling the base, it's usually going to be a 1-star. And so this takes a little bit while for the troops to get up into the base. And then we have the Hogs coming around here on the side. And you'll see just dropping a couple heals here for the Hogs, and then it's going to be pretty easy sledding, even on a fairly tough base for a Town Hall 8 to get. Hogs just coming around, still plenty of them left, and look at this. It's all over but the crying. So I see a lot of Town Hall 9s running a lot of Valks in the attacks, and I just would encourage folks to try to pair other troop groups with those, because Valks can be so unpredictable. When they work and they stay together, they are awesome, and they're very dominant. The problem is on the back half of the base, a lot of times they split up. They go several different directions. They got, 4 different packs of Valks banging on 4 different spots of walls, like right next to each other. It can be very, very frustrating. So, uh, any more than 10 Valks on a base, and we're probably overdoing the Valks and should try to mix in some Hogs and even some Clan Castle bowlers. For those of you who don't have bowlers, ask for those in your Clan Castle. Those make a great combo with the Valks because they help take out some of the stuff to the sides and help the Valks keep plugging away forward. So, good job by MCAT getting that base. That's a tough base for them. We're going to quickly highlight another attack. And I'm highlighting this because Town Hall 10 bases just got the ability to have level 3 miners. Level 3 miners are really great against bases without infernos. Now here, V2 has level 5 miners. So it's not an exact play, but you'll see, you can look back in the replay and see some of the ones that Veeps and Jeff are doing against Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 10 bases without infernos, and it seems to work really well. The key here is keeping the queen alive on the queen walk. It can be tough sometimes because sometimes they're really stacking a lot of defenses in, or we want to put that queen, because you have to lure the Clan Castle troops with the queen. As you can see, always take 2 hogs, not 1 hog, but 2 hogs to try to lure if you're luring with hogs, because sometimes one goes the wrong way or it gets shot down before. If you have a Clan Castle with a whole bunch of troops in it, they don't all come out at the same time. They kind of trickle out. And so if the hogs die right away, we don't completely empty it. So here you'll see just that even a level 26 queen just dies almost right out of the gate. So you get the wall breakers in there, try to get the queen in. Now sneaking that to get the Clan Castle troops out. Now, here's another point, guys. Now, had we had an attack on this base before V2 went, we would have known there was a lava hound there, and we would have known that there was no need to lure that Clan Castle troop because we can kill that balloon with a poison spell. So a lava hound can be really tough on a queen walk because it just takes forever to kill her. Either that, or I would have known to have a couple of wizards handy to help out and to speed this process up, because one of the biggest risks of miner attacks is running out of time, as I did twice in the last war. So here we're going to kill this up and bring some archers up to help out. Luckily, I had a few of those left. We get those taken care of. Now she's going to go into the base. And that's the standard routine. You bring the queen in to lure the Clan Castle troops, and then you bring the miners on either side of her. And then that's going to hopefully push her to the left. And then you'll see this. Now, if you have a warden, be sure not to drop your warden too early, or the defenses, once the miners go down, the defenses will key in on the warden. And if it takes too long, sometimes you have to use your warden's ability really early, and that's not what we want. So here, warden survives. All you got is a couple heal spells. You want 1 rage spell for the core, 1 rage spell for the queen walk that gives you 2 rages. And here he's got just a ton of skeletons that are slowing things down, but luckily the king was able to get in there and knock this out, and the queen's still alive. And this one had about 20 seconds left when we got done with that. My battery's about to die. So that's the standard for miners. So if you guys can get miners who have level 10 town halls, they are great for level 9 bases or 10s without infernos. Also great for single infernos. Don't work so great against multi-infernos. The multi gets them because you can't heal, and healing is a critical part of doing the attack for miners. All right, I want to highlight another attack here by City, number 9. And the reason why I want to highlight this account and this attack is we've had a lot of trouble in recent wars with Town Hall 9 bases, especially the max Town Hall 9s. We seem to do okay against bases that aren't max, but against max 9s, seems to give us a little trouble. Now, this guy's expos are only level 2, but that's not really a huge difference. It's almost max. But what I like about this is he took 11 Valks and a few more wizards, because he's going to place some around the outside, and that's going to help keep the Valks on the inside. And then he's going to have his bowlers in the Clan Castle here. So we'll get this going up here. He's got his queen coming out. She's going to start clearing off some of this. He's got the wizards out to help her because level 17 can be really tough on queen walks. Does a good job with the clan castle troops. Kept his queen alive. Now they're going to come around here to the side. The clan castle bowlers are going to come out. The king's going to come out. Now the Valks here, you can see he did a good job of launching the Valks behind the action. Had he launched them over here where the bowlers were, they'd have just gone around to the left of the base and circled it. But he launched them behind there, and so that pulled them into the base where that wall was down. Now, does a great job of applying the good spells on the Valks here. You get a double giant bomb going off, level 5. Luckily, you're able to survive this. Another good thing he does, I love how he puts these wizards up here to try to take out these items here, and that's going to keep these Valks to go back into the middle. Because once the Valks, if the Valks were to go out here, they all might go out, and then they're going to circle again. So that's one of the biggest problems with Valks is they go into the base and then they blow out the side. And the only way to prevent that is to take something on the outside and get rid of some of the garbage. That way the Valks stay in the center of the base. But meanwhile, he's got his golem back here. He's got his queen. He's got his king. He's got his bowlers are helping out. Look how much of the bowlers have cleared out just right here. Bowlers are a great pairing with Valks. And then you have here, you have another Valk coming out. His bolt. That's really to help to protect his bowlers. That way that cannon didn't get to him. And the bowlers are just taking care of business. The Valks are in the center wrecking havoc. Queen is still alive, and so is the golem. So this was a great execution of a Valk attack. Had a lot of great components of it. And some bowlers in the clan castle. I also, really recommend folks doing Town Hall 9 attacks to get hogs going, and because hogs are very, very effective against Town Hall 9. I think they're actually the most consistent attack. Valks are the most powerful attack, but they can be inconsistent. I think hogs are more consistent, and you only need about 4 Valks to go in with a kill squad to go up, and that leaves you, 20 or so of the hogs when you have some in the clan castle as well. So here you are, guys. I'll try to do these videos periodically, highlight some good things. That way we can learn from each other's attacks, get better, and ultimately win wars. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later.